Welcome to episode 6 of Operation Yukon Ho. Well, guess what, Johnny?
What?
We have been in Alaska exactly 1 month today.
I guess it's true.
Our apartment has furniture.
Yep.
We have gotten Alaskan license plates on our car with a bear. In this video, we're going to say what we've learned about Alaskans so far, and you can help us determine whether we actually qualify as Alaskans yet.
The one where we are Alaskans, Yukon Ho.
Number 1, Alaskans are Alaskans.
It's kind of the opposite of Fight Club rules, is that you always talk about Alaska Club.
Being Alaskan seems to be part of their identity in a way that being an upstate New Yorker is not really truly part of our identity.
No, that's more of a state of denial.
How many times since we've come here have you seen the Alaskan flag prominently displayed?
Everywhere.
I don't even think I could tell you what the New York State flag looks like. A lady not unlike Lady Liberty or the Justice is Blind lady, you know, berobed and ensandaled.
The Ontario flag is red and has the Ontario coat of arms in the upper left-hand corner.
Now, quick, describe the Alaskan flag.
Navy blue, stars with the Big Dipper and the North Star on it. Yep.
Every ad that you see on YouTube or TV or anything is like, well, as an Alaskan, I think blah, blah, blah.
Alaska.
We've definitely noticed that relative to the East Coast, things are an awful lot more laid back here.
Time seems to have no meaning here. Guess what time we're filming this outside based on what the sky looks like. Nobody seems overly worried or concerned about
Anything?
Well, the school year actually starts next week, and even though we're struggling with all of the same concerns about reopening that people are all over the country right now, we are incidentally starting virtual instead of in person in any way. They seem pretty calm and laid back and accepting of the fact that it is what it is. And I'm pretty sure that the it is what it is attitude has to be the case in Alaska most of the time.
Yep. There might be a snowstorm. There might be an avalanche.
There might be a moose. I would also say a big part about Alaska is being outside.
Yes.
If you don't like being outdoors, you're probably not going to last here all that long because that is most of what there is to do.
Yep.
Every Alaskan I know camps, kayaks.
Kayak, fishing.
A lot of them like to eat animals they killed themselves in some way. Or plants they grew themselves.
Yep.
It's a damn tough life full of toil and strife we whaler men undergo.
Moving to Alaska has meant that it's a give and take and a trade-off because on one hand we traded our house in Homer that was really big and really nice and extremely affordable for a tiny apartment where we really had to cram everything into every corner. And there's no storage space, and there's really no room for dancing.
We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui.
But every day we wake up grateful knowing we live in the most beautiful place on earth, where you can do things like this.
Them tropical maids we soon shall see again. Through our 6 hellish months we passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea. But now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale towards our island home. Our mainmast sprung, our whaling done, and we ain't got far to roam. Ours done so
We could compare our life in Homer, New York to what we saw in Homer, Alaska.
One of them's a quiet, sleepy little town in upstate New York. The other is a
major metropolis.
Yeah, by Alaska standards.
Down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui.
Here we are as Alaskans, and now the adventure can begin in earnest.
I don't know that we really are Alaskans yet. I feel like we still have a number of experiences that we have to have behind us before we can consider ourselves that.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
I suppose we will.
Yukon Ho!